Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. I wanted to bring you guys a quick update, just what I was looking at here. First of all, subscribe, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. I'll keep doing these videos for you all. And what we're going to be doing is looking at Litecoin on the 12-hour. It's at $120.70 right now, so that is good that we did not break that lower low like we were talking about. So that's a really big deal. We didn't go below that 109 or 111 right over here and start setting a new low. So that is good. And we also have right here, guys, you see this bar, we have an inside bar. So typically on these, you'll either have a break up or you'll have a breakdown. And do you see this here, how it almost could be that bear flag? So we have to watch out for that as well. We talked about that before up here when we had this fall, then we went back up, and then we had another fall. So just be careful. We got to look for the volume. We got to see what's going on. But on the 12-hour, we're looking fairly decent here. You can see the histogram. We're starting to have that bullish divergence here. We've been ticking down. We're looking for a crossover. Also on the MACD here, we're getting close to a crossover. And you guys know sometimes we'll go up and we'll kiss it and then we'll bounce back off. So always wait for good confirmation. We want good follow through. And remember, this is just on the 12-hour chart here. I wanted to just take it for a half day, break it down, see what's been going on. So right here, guys, we need a good follow through, good volume to come through, and let's get that line up above. And also on the RSI here, we're at 35, so we are up a little bit higher. Our lowest was, let's see, yesterday we got to around 26 or so, and now we're up at 35, so that's good that we're gaining a little bit of strength. You can see this overall trend line that I drew for us as well. You see this lower high here, how it was going down. We started here. Then we had a lower high here, and then I don't know if this is going to be the lower high here. So just really pay attention to that, because with these trend lines, once you break out of these trend lines, a lot of the time you will get a little bit of a run. So that's going to be a big deal as well. And our overhead resistance up here off these candles would be, the first stop would be above 127, which would be the 786 Fibonacci level, which it's still amazing that we even broke down through that. This is a really deep retracement. We've been traveling in between this 1 and the 0.786. So that's a really deep retracement from when we ran up to these tweezer tops up here. See that at around 182, 185. So we have really had quite the drop, my friends. And I just do feel like most likely something's going to turn around here. I mean, we've really been in this area for a while, so I'm hoping that throughout maybe the next week or so, some more positive news will come out or something's going to happen to where we're going to start getting back up through these levels. It would be great just to have some breathing room to turn this 0.786 into support as opposed to having it overhead resistance, because with how low we've been right here, guys, at this 120, anything can happen. I mean, what if some terrible news came out for Bitcoin or whatnot? Then we could set that lower low on the overall daily chart, and then we're going to start to get in trouble. So that's where I just would like a little more breathing room, kind of get up above that, travel in the channel between the 618 and the 786 and see what we can do. But there are some positive signs here. Like I was saying, we have the bullish divergence on the histogram, looking for a positive tick over here, coming close to it. We have the MACD looking like it wants to cross, hasn't been there yet. And we also have us butting up against this trend line, and we're going to see if we can break through that trend line. Sometimes you'll break through and then you'll come back, bounce off it again, use it as support, and then make another move. So we'll see, guys. And I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling too well today. I'm sorry if I'm making some crazy noises for you all, but I hope you're having a great day. And just wanted to look at this quick as well. As you guys can see right here, when we had that nice run, when we went from 111 or so up to 185, you can see how we had these higher lows that were being put in. Higher lows were being put in. And that's a really big deal. Now, once we got up to the top, see how we hit right here? So we came up. We couldn't break past around 71. We fell back down. We tried it again. We couldn't get past 71. We made it to 70. We fell back down greatly to about 48. We came back up again. Could hardly get over it. And when we couldn't get over it for that third time, that was a huge sign that just said we can't make it past it. There's going to be a big pullback coming. And that's what's happened. You've seen us fall on the RSI from 72 all the way down to 26. So that's a really big fall. But at least on the 12-hour chart, we are looking at a few positive things, but obviously volume needs to come back in. Volume is really tapered off right now. And then also just be aware of a bear flag in the worst case scenario. Let me draw this for you guys. So that would be your pull right there. And then you know how the bear flags will go up like that, kind of like that. And then what will happen is you'll have that break down. And that's where I don't want to break down and test that right there at that 111, 109, whatever it is. So just pay attention, guys, because you remember this bear flag right here. When we came down, went up right there, went up right there, then we had another breakdown. So just be aware of that. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it's always good to have both sides of the scenario. You always want to have both sides covered. Then let's look on the 1 day quick if we could. And I hope you guys are going to get outside today, have some fun. Okay. Alright, guys. So let's go on the 1 day. Right there. And what you've seen here, right there. So this was our low. Then we had our higher low. And then now we're having a higher low from this one right here. So that is good. If we could almost put in like that triple bottom, we fell here, came back up, hit it again, came back up, hit it again, and then let's see if we can make a move. And obviously without the Fibonacci, those are going to be overhead resistances as well. But a big one for us, guys, is getting over that 185. We really need to have a move coming over the next week or so. Could be 2 weeks, but that's a big spot right there for us. As you can see, we made an attempt at it. We ran up, got a pullback, tried again, and then it fell. But the overall trend line still has been holding, which is good. So let's pull off here. This low point is around $32, $33 right there from this last bull run. As you can see, guys, we're still intact. We're still moving. So that's really, really good to see that that line has held. So let's keep an eye on that, and then we'll draw our upper trend line. And these are your lower highs that have been forming. And that's kind of why we're in that symmetrical triangle, is because we have been having these lower highs while also having higher lows. So that's forming that symmetrical triangle. And the reason why I feel like it is going to break up positive at some point where we can get up through this trend line right here is because we have had this upper trend line that has been moving bullish. It has continued since, let's see, back around 2017, March, April, right in that range. So for over a year, we have been trending up in a bullish market. So the long term is bullish. The intermediate, like that 6-month time frame, has been bearish. So far, anytime we've made a run, we've got slapped back down by the bears. You make another run right up here, we got slapped back down. So we're going to see if we make another run here, see if we can break through that trend line or if we're going to get slapped back down again. So always remember that when you're in this in-term trading and you're in a bearish market for the middle or the in-term, most runs that you have are going to have pullbacks until we can break through this overall trend line and start moving higher and break some key resistances. So that's a really big deal. And one more thing here. Just want to look at that while we're on the daily. And I don't know about you guys, but where I'm at, the allergies and the pollen has just been terrible. I've been taking Claritin D every day, but it's still just been kicking my butt. So bear with me. But right here on the MACD, you can see on the daily, we're starting slightly to have a little bit of a hook, but it's not near what I would like to see yet. So we're looking much better on the 12-hour, and hopefully that will continue. The 12, the 16. Let's take a look at the 16. But you can see a slight curl here. And we have been in the negative on the MACD since the 9th of May. And we started to see that hook down around the 6th. So it has been a while, guys. And remember, the longer that this MACD blue line over here is under this golden line, the more powerful the move's going to be when it does cross back over. Just like we had over here. If I can show this to you. And I like to just give you guys examples, things I see as I'm doing this. Alright. So right here you can see we were underneath for a long time, months. And then as soon as we crossed over, we went from $109, $108, all the way up to $254, where you saw that shooting star right there. So, longer we're underneath here, the bigger move we're most likely going to have. So I want you guys to be aware of that. Then on the 16-hour, let's just check the MACD. And remember, MACD is a lagging indicator, but that's looking good, guys. So the smaller time frames are looking much better. And you can see right here on the histogram as well, right there. So we're starting to have a little bit of that bullish divergence. So we'll see, guys, see what happens. Then up here, there's our triangle. You can see how good these traders are, guys. Look at this. Each time, I mean, that's almost down there, fishing for the bottom of that line, trying to find the best deal possible. And now we're just moving sideways. But we got to make sure we maintain this line. We don't want to break down through it and start trading under here for more than 24 hours. Then we have a problem. But we'll see. We'll see if we can make a move, have this inside bar travel sideways, see if we can break up. And like we said, overhead resistances without the Fibonacci, which I always like using the Fibonacci, but I'm not going to pull that back out right now. But we'll just go off the overhead right here. So around 140, go around 152. So as you can see, there's a lot of overhead resistance, and then that 185. So God bless each and every one of you. I'll hope to maybe get one more video out today. I'd like to do maybe a video on Ethereum and just see what's been going on there. Or maybe pick just a random coin just to have some fun with. So you guys take care. God bless each and every one of you. And just have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. If it's sunshine where you're at, enjoy the sun. Take care.